The outcome for Module 3 should be the first draft of a China market entry financial model. We emphasize that the purpose of this exercise is to expose your initial thinking about your business model for entering the China market, not to come up with a highly accurate set of financial forecasts. To arrive at this model, we will address 5 questions. Firstly, what are the major features of your business model? Secondly, what are the main elements of your revenue projections over the next 3 years? Thirdly, what are the main costs associated with your China market entry over the next 3 years? Fourthly, what will be the capital requirement associated with this plan and how will you finance it? Lastly, can you please put this all together in a basic cash flow model in the provided pro forma spreadsheet? The methodology of putting together a rough financial plan is the same in Australia and China. We will focus in the videos associated with this module on addressing those elements that might be a little different. Most notably, we will focus upon your overall business model and capital market access in China. I would like to make some brief remarks regarding the first of these questions. Question 1. What will be the initial market entry business model and how may it evolve over time? Most, but not all, of the companies who have joined the C3 program are small businesses with innovative products but traditional business models. They sell physical products or services and receive payment for the full value of the product at the time of sale or shortly thereafter. Such conventional business models are also pretty much how things work in China in the great majority of businesses. Nevertheless, China is also the home of some of the most ingenious new business models of the last 20 years. For instance, in the last few years we have seen in China the dramatic rise and fall of the bicycle sharing companies and the peer-to-peer lenders. We have also seen the rapid adoption of ubiquitous payments platforms such as Alipay and WeChat Pay down to the street vendor level. Underlying nearly all of these innovative business models has been the adoption of new technologies such as the internet, mobile phones, digital mapping and GPS. These have facilitated the ability of new market entrants to capture dramatic expansions in network value in traditional industries. The rapid expansion of venture capital financing has been the fuel which has stoked the fire. It is also relevant to note that some Australians selling in China have innovated in their business models, particularly in industries such as international education. For instance, the whole onshore and offshore feeder program business model was basically an invention of the Australian university system. So the issue is whether in your industry in China, do you go purely with a traditional business model? Or do you need to innovate, particularly if you wish to capture a greater share of market value, or you need to protect yourself against an innovative Chinese competitor? With which elements of your business model might you experiment in China? Please have a go at answering the questions in Assignment 3. We look forward to providing you with feedback. As always, feel free to ask questions in the C3 forum.